we're into the finale proper now, with episode 12, The Stolen Earth. Now remember, this was the slot that gave us Bad Wolf, which, yeah, it was just a bit ridiculous. Army of Ghosts, for me, very intriguing, and the first half of my favourite finale so far. And the slightly better than its final part, Sound of Drums. Would this be another below par finale or not? Oh dear. I have to say, I enjoyed this one the first time round, and then rewatched it a couple of times leading up to watching Journey's End, and just realised that not much happens. It's 45 minutes of not much. The spectacle of it, the special effects, amazingly good, but it just wasn't enough substance. And with the Doctor really not arriving until the end of the episode, and I think we deserved better. And I was really hoping that this would pay off with a fantastic Davros episode at the end. Prediction 6.3. I gave it 6. Final episode of the season, episode 13, Journey's End. Well, fingers were crossed very tightly here. I was hoping that it wouldn't be as much of a clunker as last year's Last of the Time Lords. And to give it its credit, it wasn't. But it just wasn't good enough. Davros, amazingly good, but much sidelined and misused. That finale, that ending, the kind of all that TARDIS scene stuff, and it was just ridiculous. The number of plot holes, I was just ridiculous. Again, crazy. He really needed a script editor to tell him no on this one. Go back and write it again several times. The Daleks just looked stupid. They're supposed to be this huge, amazing empire, and they were just made to look completely stupid and ridiculous. What saved it? Well, the German Daleks. Yep, I really, really enjoy that. Still laugh every time. I've seen it a few times now. That is probably the funniest part of the episode. Exterminieren, exterminieren. But really, I am glad that this is RTD's final finale. I hope he gives us some really good specials. He's got more time to write the scripts and work on them. I hope we get some really special episodes next year, and I think the case of less is more. I'm really hoping that will be the case next year. So overall, season 4, on the whole, good. I enjoyed it. Mostly the bits in the middle, which, yeah, just wasn't particularly impressed with the beginning, the end, and a couple of episodes in the middle. But I think I don't know if I've got a favourite series yet. I think there's good and bad bits of both. So there we go. End of season 4. Time now to look at your emails. So I've got one here from Vince. He says, hello, I've just started watching your podcasts, and other than being surprised at how funny they are, thanks very much, Vince, I'm more amazed at how you did the 5 Doctors special effects. I do a fair bit of video editing, and I'm always looking for ways of improving the quality. Simple video effects such as you used would be a great boon to my projects. Love the Scrabble Board of Death, very funny and creative. Well, thank you again, Vince. And he says, would you be willing to give some advice? Yes. I was planning on putting something on the site, just detailing a few of the effects that I've used. Don't know when I'll get around to that, but hopefully now that I'll have some more time when I get back home, I might be able to rustle something up. And hopefully that'll be a regular feature. Every time I do a podcast using video effects, I'd like to do a blog entry as to how that was done. So, nothing yet, but wait, watch this space, and something should appear on the site. web.mac.com/back in USSR 6/ click on the Minute Doctor Who podcast. As always, keep the emails coming. min_dw@yahoo.co.uk. I'd love to hear from you. Stories about when characters with your name turn up in the show. Or anything else, any ideas, any thoughts of your own on the current series. Do you agree, do you disagree with what I've said? Look forward to hearing from you and hopefully increasing my output to maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, now that I'll have a bit more time. Be seeing you.